Hi there guys, Cashman EQ here. Just to give you a quick overview of my latest playtime slots, the community version. I'm just trying to explain exactly what is community, what does it mean, etc, etc. So, starting with the basics of the slot, you'll see at the moment I'm on the £5 stake slot. Click in the balloon,
It's party time.
we'll change it to £10,
It's
we'll
party
change
time.
it to 25,
It's party
we'll
time.
change it to 5. Okay, the reason I mention this, whenever you play one of my community slots, essentially there's, if I click play, I can probably explain it easier with this. So you notice here you've got a list of slots that you can play. Each of these has different banks, different coin balances, different it's just at different stages of its payout cycle. So the whole idea of the community games is that you pick a slot and you don't know if it's paid out. You take a best guess, you play it, you see if you win. You win, you lose, you draw, you whatever. Okay. So you notice there, I went on the £5 version. I picked a slot, and away I go, sort of thing. So going straight in.
Let's play party time.
And feature straight in. Can't say fairer than that. Anyway, we'll just play this, get it out of the way. But essentially, this slot, I picked it random, and it looks like it wants to pay out. So we'll see how far it goes.
Let's play party time.
And a restart. Oh, I guess. Go with this, isn't it? But again, this is all dictated purely by what this slot that I've just picked can afford to pay out. So, come back out of there for a moment. Go back into play.
It's party time.
And we're going to pick a slot. So I'm going to pick slot 1 because it's easy to remember. So, you notice the reels. It's X, 0X. Drop a coin in, spin it. Bad example. So it is bar 0x. We come out of there, go back into slot 1, picks up where it left off. So basically when I come out of that app, it saves it to the SQL server. I go back into that game, it loads it again, it picks up exactly where it left off, whether that be me left off, someone else left off, whoever. So just to prove that, if we go slot 3, got 3 X's on, which I think was the one I was on before, not sure. Come back out, back to slot 1 again, providing no one else has taken it, which they haven't, and we're back to bar 0x. Similar sort of thing happens with regards what the machine can afford to pay out. Of course, with this, you won't have any visibility of this during the game. It's purely, you pay your money, you take your chance, whatever you get, you get. But the little tick there, just added it in, just allows me to demonstrate, what the differences are with the slots. So if we have a look at this one, this tells us what this slot could theoretically afford to pay out. So I've got the reels pot. Reels is pretty self-explanatory. It's the bottom reels. So pounds possible, fivers not, which means bars and jackpots at the moment wouldn't be possible. Top pot is 468, so that's close to a fiver. So a little bit more play, get a top board, you might get a jackpot out of it. And then the next big win, what that is, the next big win is a pot that builds up gradually, and it has a target. When it hits this target, it will dump all of its contents into the payout pot, and you'll basically see a spike in the amount it can afford to pay. That's the gist of what that's doing. So if you're playing this slot and you're thinking, oh, this is doing nothing, it's doing nothing, I'm never going to win, you will eventually. Just have to wait. If you don't want to wait, come off it, someone else can follow you on and take your money back out. It's it is what it is. It's a fruit machine. There's no point putting £1 in and it paying 80 pence every time you put £1 in. It would just be pointless. It's got to have the smoke and mirrors, it's got to give you, you know, a bit of a challenge to try and win them. So notice with this, £3.5, 468, 266. Okay, coming back out, pick another slot. Let's go slot 4 this time. Click that. You'll see the pots are very different. 13, 8.65, 4.51. This is probably a better one to play. We're damn near a fiver on the reels. We're over a fiver on the top board, and the next big win is higher. So if that was 15 quid for the target for next big win, then it'd probably be worth playing because it's probably going to pay out quite soon. Whereas if it's 30 quid as a target, it's maybe not quite such a good long-term slot to pick. Anyway, back to the main menu. Another one to demonstrate. If we go back to player 1 again, the pots are as they were before. If we drop a couple of coins in, play a few goes. So what it does, every time you put a coin in and press start, it's 20 pence per play. It works out firstly based on this percentage, how much is going to be left to be paid back out again and how much it takes as its profit, and then it distributes it between the pots. So if you notice there, I think they've all changed ever so slightly there, haven't they? But that's basically how it works. I come out of that now, go back into it, that pot's still there, and yeah, like I say, either I go back in and win, or somebody else goes back in and win, or somebody goes back in and loses, you know. But that's the whole gist of what the online slots are. It's like walking into an arcade. You've got a row of fruit machines in front of you, and you have to pick one. You know, you can't always base it on anything in particular. You just pick one, and you see how you get on. Some nights you'll come on here, you'll play it, you'll win on every slot. Other nights you'll come in, pour 100 quid and get absolutely nothing. It's just totally luck of the draw. And yeah, like I say, that's exactly how these slots are supposed to play. So we've got X's. So back to the main menu again. There's a leaderboard. So once you've got yourself your account is transferable in that if you download this game and play it logged in as you can then go to another game such as Frankenstein or something else, and your balance will follow you. So £264.40. Sorry, £964.40. Nearly got it right. If we have a bit of Frankie. Sod's law. Let's go for a bit of Seven Heaven. 964.90. Yeah, the other one I was logged into someone else, so we won't worry too much about that. But again, similar thing. Leaderboard is shared between the different apps. You can play the app, pick a slot, away you go, sort of thing. So just going back to party time, just to focus on that for now. Different stakes. So we're on £5 there. You play it. You know, it says 10 slots.
It's party
So they're
time.
£10 to play. There again are 10 slots, but they are different to the £5 version. So, you know, you I don't know, you have a good night, you get through all the £5 ones, win on them, go on to the £10 ones. They're totally different versions of each slot, so you never know, you might find some winners in there. And this one proves it. If you go play on £25, believe it or not, there are 30 of those. There's only 3 available at the moment, which means it's probably pretty busy. Yeah, you pick one. It thinks about it a bit more, and there we go. And the lag is probably just the fact there's a lot of network traffic at the minute. That's all. If you get any lags or random errors, try again. Give it a couple of seconds, try again. Generally it'll work fine. Any problems, give me a shout. All the details are on the post for this video. Yeah, if you want to know anything, just let me know. Just trying to think if there's anything else. Just to cover off, we'll go back into 28 again. A lot of people ask, party percentage mode. Why when I open it do I only ever get 80% percentage payout? yeah, if you want to zhuzh it up a bit, give it a little bit more enjoyment factor, wow factor, whatever, what you need to do, adverts on, click an advert, allow the advert to load, click back, if it'll let me, back we go, back into the app. That activates party percentage mode, which gives you a random percentage between 101 and 120 excuse me, which lasts for up to 2 hours. So you notice there it's 111%. So instead of the standard 80, every time you press play, there's extra money going into the pot. So theoretically, you shouldn't be able to lose. But again, bear in mind there will be peaks and troughs. You've just got to, get it to a peak, take everything out, walk away, sort of thing. If you come out of that slot and go back in, as you go back in, it'll offer you a different percentage. So it could be better, could be worse. If it offers 101, come back out, go back in, it'll give you a better percentage. It can't be any worse, sort of thing. But 120 is the maximum. And yeah, it should just give you a little bit more gameplay from it, basically. But yeah, at this point, that's about it. That's a quick sort of guide, whistle stop tour around the game. Any problems, questions, or queries, give me a shout. Cheers.